You've got all the damage in the world. You're very tanky. You've got Kunkka. Hard timing for CK is going to feel overwhelming, and it just looks good. Laning-wise might be a bit tough. I think that's where you can see a little bit more coming through from Asta, and we've got to see Neon kind of carry through from that early to mid game here.
Oh, First Blood might be coming out very early on. NGXC, they're going to find the best target they could have asked for. Asta's gone already. Mizu, he'll be the one to take First Blood. Well, he's already off to a fantastic start here for Mizu.
Yeah, that's how you kind of compensate for it. Just find First Blood. Real nice and easy. Paulson might give his life away, though.
He certainly will. Bit of a trade to happen as now you'll give a kill back over the way of a Beng and Asta. Already getting started with the voice lines. Yeah, certainly so. Still NGXC very happy with the 2-1 lead they've acquired so far with a very slight net worth lead. So Beng, very interesting TP attempt. That may cost him. JoeCam, no bushwhack available, can't follow up to cancel off the shackles, but they certainly have a lot of damage. Beng still manning up. Mizu going to be able to secure the kill with JoeCam, and looks like he is going to be able to get his way out.
It's a great kill to pick up. You finally hit level 3 in JoeCam as well, so level 2 bushwhack is up. Mizu has his 1-1-1. Chaos Strike can allow it to rip through as well if you're not careful here.
Asta is completely out of mana right now as Mizu's just getting so much damage off. Acorn Shot's not going to actually bounce twice on Asta, and that may cost them the kill. So they are still going to try and never mind. JoeCam barely able to reach for the final right click. They even found the Medusa.
And there's only so much a Shadow Shaman can do, even if he was around. So you have to start watching yourself here on Neon. You don't want that Medusa to get too slow of a start. It's going to need a lot of fun to play here.
Top lane, looks like they have got the Beastmaster locked down. There's plenty of Shadow Poison stacks flying out. Paulson, he might drop the boot, but they've got a much better trade for themselves here on NGXC. Jing, still not out of the deep waters yet. Your Dream going to X him back, but doesn't have the torrent to follow up.
No value nulls up yet, so he's not able to really maximize his mana pool, and that does mean that Neon's still going to have to be waiting a little bit longer for that progression, but they are clumping up mid.
They're going to try with Jing. He's got the swarm up, and an Avatar, he could just zip right through, so they aren't going to be able to secure the kill. Very nice there from the Storm. He will get level 7 out of this now, but top lane, GXC, in fact, bottom lane, Asta's going to be the one to drop. Just kills happening all across the map as Henryu still going to be chased down. Might just drop on the Beastmaster if they can find him. Your Dream still has tabs on exactly where the Beastmaster's gone, and he'll find another. So you get the mid TA, but you end up losing your side lane kills. You're going back to the stacks that aren't being made yet for Asta either, John. I think it could be rather scary if OB Neon, or rather Neon, do go for the stacks here, because you are still against a TA, and of course if NGXC do get ahead, they could just take them away. But Avatar mode, top side, he's going to find Paulson. Question is, can they get themselves out now? Because a great bushwhack is there from JoeCam. And Avatar, he's trying to find a way out, but the X is going to be there from In Your Dream. It's another great trade for NGXC. It's a very tough time for Neon, that's for sure. I mean, Asta now, he's going to hang around that Radiant Triangle. Again, should be able to slowly catch up now, but you don't have those stacks to go back to. And in the meantime, bottom lane, Jing, he's going to be very cautious because there is a bit of a wraparound here from JoeCam. And In Your Dream as Jing is going to narrowly avoid the torrent, but he is still around. Dust will be there, and a great bushwhack JoeCam. He finds him right on target. There's no X him back into a boat. The Weaver, he's going to be able to Sakuchi though. In Your Dream, he's messed up the timing. The JoeCam, he's going to keep trying to have a look around, but they're going to lose the Weaver. The Alacrity in the meantime does go down to Avatar mode.
Yeah, they miss out on a pretty big kill. They miss out on saving their TA as well. A little bit of a push down mid. Ward's not in range, so that is some good news. They are going to have to commit to come in to stop that Dark Gold Summoner, and it doesn't take too long for the tower to melt if they do leave this alone.
They won't. They will stick around to make sure this does remain defended. In fact, Avatar, he's out of mana. Oh, he's completely out of mana. Oh boy, NGXC now looking to move in more. They've got the vision on the high ground to get the purge off onto Henryu with the sharpshooter. They should have plenty of damage. The Beastmaster's going absolutely nowhere. Alacrity, he will get some sweet, sweet revenge in the mid lane. So it's not like he's not going to be able to fight back. In fact, things are coming up from NGXC now. Seems like they do realize that over Neon, they are going to be in their triangle on a Beng. He's going to get caught by the torrent. Sharpshooter's going to come out. That'll at least be a shaman kill as a Beng. He does tank the gank for the team. That's going to allow NGX to just move right into the Roshan pit.
Neon still have angles to play, but they've got to play fast.
And it goes just so quick though. Roshan already down. Alacrity, he'll pick up the Aegis and just playing the evade game over and over again. GXC still playing cat and mouse here with Neon. I mean, all things being said and done, while Asta has still been freely farming up and they've been making NGXC run it. In fact, hold that thought, because bot lane, they are going to make the jump in onto Mizu. So they do find a great Chaos Knight kill here thanks to Enryu in Avatar mode. Only thing is they've got to find themselves a way out now. Avatar, he doesn't have a TP. Enryu, he'll get one out. Avatar, though, I can't say the same to him as Avatar is just going to drop. They've even got an Orchid up on Alacrity now, just in case they need it. And it turns out they did. I'm going to go for a large wraparound across through the Dire Triangle. Still, NGXC are ready for it, but they are on the low ground right now, which could be a little bit awkward for them. Who do they start on? In Your Dreams when he scouted a bang. He'll move in with the Hex and the Shaman wards. Immediately onto the Kunkka, but disruption. Collison will buy a bit of time to get out. Still Avatar mode in the backside, going to try and take down the supports, but he's been stunned up. Oh, Avatar's gone. They do at least find the Kunkka. They got a nice pick up for themselves here on Neon, but they are going to lose a Bing in the process. So it'll be a 2-for-1 trade.
But Neon, again, looking to force the fight outside at. They do go for another smoke here.
They're going to try. Asta this time will frontline for the team. Big group up from NGXC. They're ready for this as they do move in, but a nice Hex out of Bing. That's a great target onto the TAs. They even drop the Roar out. They've got Alacrity. That's a great start. They could go for a bit more now with the Vortex onto Polison. They'll find a secondary. It's just been so important this whole game for those Shaman initiations to come in.
And Rosh just doesn't take too much time at all. Free Ag Shard along with that Aegis coming through here. Ag Shard on Asta would be pretty good. They give it to Unryu.
Torrent's gonna land. There's still a lot of... Asta, he's taking a lot of damage from those illusions. Pollison's still able to give it back his way, but you've got the Ag's time-lapse available, so Asta is still fine. The reset is Mizu, going to try and move in with the Rift out, getting through the mana pool. So now he's completely out of mana. He still has the Aegis up, but he may have to drop the first life. And it's a very awkward position. Mizu will go for the Phantasm. BKB pop. They've got the Orchid out on the Medusa. Asta, he needs some help right here, right now. He's going to go for the man fight, and nobody's coming in. Obi Neon, they took too long to try and help out, and now a double torrent from In Your Dream. Oh, it's going to be a wipe.
Oh my god.
The only person they get away is the Storm. That was a really nice riff from Mizu, putting Asta in a completely awkward position. They just lost the Aegis, but I think you've got to try anyway. The game's getting way too out of hand if you are Neon. They are going to move right into NGXC. Through the low ground, they'll make it up towards the higher ground as NGX now going to go for a counter smoke, but they were spotted. Asta, he'll be the one to break it as Stone Gaze already popped Avatar. He'll grab Polison. In the meantime, Aurora is out onto Alacrity, but where's your damage? There it is. You've got Asta there. He'll get it done. They even found Mizu. A very awkward smoke for NGXC. Does end up paying off for Neon.
But Mizu just stared a little bit too long. Stone Gaze got frozen up and didn't manage to really make the best use of his BKB. If he just managed to turn around, focus on softer targets, that could have given NGX the room to come back in. Might lose their tier 2 here if they're not careful.
They've got In Your Dream locked down with a Hex, but there is going to be a bushwhack from Joe Camp, so they will end up losing the Shaman immediately. That is going to allow the tier 2 mid tower to go down for free, however.
And Neon, again, they're always the aggressors. They go for the smoke plays. NGX, they have to have great positioning with Paulson to break off that chain control.
Could be big for Neon. They're going to move into that high ground and no one's around to break the smoke. In Your Dream, he'll be scattered up first. In they move. Stone Gaze is out. It's a perfect initiation from Neon, who are going to find 2 right off the bat. In Your Dream can't survive through it. Oh boy. I mean, Avatar mode's kind of saying it all here, John. NGXC, it seems like they're off to such a great first half of this game. But now, Neon, they can move into the high ground once again.
Avatar mode's playing insanely well. Going for the Orchid use onto Paulson every time, cutting off that save, and then they chain stun everyone one by one. It's just too much.
Avatar in a bit of trouble, but he's got the BKB off. In fact, Paulson, he's the one to drop as Alacrity. He's been controlled up and he's gone. No buyback available as they're looking for a dieback on Mizu. They won't quite find it. The Glimmer Cape is going to save the CK's life, but Neon will slowly chip away at the tier 4 towers. And with Jing right behind him with the Aghanim took the time lapse. chances are you are not going to find the Medusa as Neon. It was such a bad start, but it looks like they've got this one in the bag. Even the Shaman just running right into the fountain. Why the hell not? In they go after the Hoodwink. In Your Dreams up in 7 seconds, but it's not going to be enough time. The Ancient's gone. GG's called. And Neon will be able to take game number 1 against NGXC.
Yeah, that was just sick. Avatar mode really picked up the pace. In all those engagements, he would zip all across to the backline, get the Orchid off on that Shadow Demon.
And finally! I'm so happy! I waited so long for this! 5 weeks!
Week 6, let's go!
Yes!
Should still be a very balanced time for Asa to find that build-up here.
Yeah, absolutely so. And of course we have the final lane, the bot lane, where you are going to see an arrow flying right in. Perfect timing. This Joe Cam is going to drop, and well, this combination, it's never going to be old.
Neon overall are still having a great time in lanes. Like, almost all of their lanes feel great. Maybe Enryus is a bit slower. It is basically a solo DK now as you are rotating around, but Dragon Tail?
Yeah, you say solo, John. Joe Cam is going to drop. The Mirana does land the arrow. In Your Dream, he's popped the Metamorphosis, but it's all too late. He's just going to use it to farm up. As you can see, Enryu, with that level 2 Dragon's Blood, literally just takes no damage. Meanwhile, in the meantime, a Bang is going to drop his Alacrity, already handing the tips over.
And we'll see again how much more Alacrity can get out. Dragonlance time is going to be good, but it does feel like you're going to need a little bit more than just that.
Mizu, maybe in a bit of danger now. A Bang should have a very easy setup with the Nightmare if he wants it on Mizu, and does eventually into the arrow of Jing, of course. And she'll allow Asta to be able to secure the kill on the Tiny. Very nice rotation here from Neon.
They are lining up mid now from Neon, but they don't have the best siege potential, not without their DK joining them or their Tiny in fighting form. Bang gets caught out a bit.
Bang's very far forward. Arrow is going to fly through. Alacrity going to narrowly avoid it, seeing it coming in, as now a Bang's the one in danger. Dreamcoil is not going to be committed either, so a Bang is going to die for free here to Alacrity. You saw how fast NGXC rotated as now they commit the Dream Coil, but Mizu's going to be around to try and help out. They're just trying to find the Shadow Demon kill and they'll get it. But now Joe Cam, with a nice rotation in the Weaver, might be able to set up onto Avatar mode. But it does seem like he's going to be lacking a bit of damage. Maybe down at bot lane they can set up onto Enryu, because you are going to have Joe Cam to scout out. Mizu does also have the epicenter, and he'll go all the way into the Burrow Strike, and that should be a kill into the Dragon Knight. Enryu, still a very tanky boy, but not quite tanky enough. Mizu will happily take the kill on the Sand King.
Mizu still has that epicenter ready to go. Just one pickoff is all you need to open up that mid.
Mid lane, if they could find the puck, that'd be a great start. Tar mode, maybe feel forced. In fact, never mind that. They found the Mirana. No way out. You can't leap away from the ensnare. In the meantime, In Your Dream, he'll just keep going on to that mid tier 1, and it is dropping rather quickly. Avatar is around, but again, just doesn't feel confident. Instead, they are going to find Polison, but they've already lost the mid-tier 1, and in the meantime, Enryu, he's been scouted out, so is Asta. They're just going to try and burst down Mizu, and they will do so. Alacrity going to try and move in on Enryu, not going to land the ensnares that they needed to make this team fight work, and now Enryu, he might just turn with a Dragon Tail as a Bang is right behind him, still looking for a stun target. They'll pick one Meepo as they move in with the Dream Coil. The arrow was taken by the Weaver, but it may not matter. They are completely surrounding Alacrity here, and they'll have plenty of damage. They'll even commit the Fiend's Rip onto Joe Cam. And Asta kind of says it all. It's Polison. He might just make it. Jing's on the chase though. Arrow's not going to land, but Jing and Avatar mode will keep the chase going. But Mizu is going to be there with an epicenter on the Mirana. They might at least find something. They do get one, but it's still a great fight for Neon. So OB Neon in the meantime, smoking up as 3, moving in onto Joe Cam, who does break the smoke. And Moonlight Shadow will be popped, but that was right underneath an Observer Ward from NGXC, so it's very obvious what's happening here. Joe Cam gonna move up, we'll get the vision. Mizu, he'll move in onto the puck, and NGXC, they're gonna try and turn this team fight right off the bat, but Avatar mode still running away. They'll get the earn off. Joe Cam, he'll be able to get the job done at the cost of his own life, perhaps. But it's well worth it here for NGXC. They look for more now. Mizu, a great double Burrow Strike, and Alacrity can move right in with the poofs. Enryu, he's slowly going to be chipped away and does go down as a Bang. He'll try to run, but Alacrity, he's all over him. No problems here for NGXC. Hell, they might even have Asta. Polison does not have Disruption available.
Even with the BKB running up to the TV, in these very tight fights with all the control flying through can be tough, and that'll give In Your Dream a lot of leeway to just stand back with a Metamorphosis whenever it's up and contribute a lot to these fights. So,
Mizu, nice start to the team fight again as they found a Bang immediately, but now a great dream call out on a Bang. He's going to commit the buyback. They want this fight here. Neon, Enryu, he'll move in. Asta, he's got a great amount of cleave right onto NGXC as Mizu is still trying to run away. With the Tumbler's Toy, he should be able to make it. They're going to be fine. They're moving rather slowly here. A Bang gonna make his way over, but they're way too late to the party. No one's around to scout this out. So NGXC, they're gonna get a free Roshan to go their way. As Avatar mode, he's still gonna move in. So will the Tiny. The Mizu, he's out with an epicenter. They've got a Bang and Jing both gone. It's a very forced team fight from Neon, and it's just not gonna work out for him. So Your Dream is gonna be scouted here by Avatar mode mid lane. They don't actually go for the coil though, and there's gonna be a smoke on smoke situation. In Your Dream still baiting. Neon in. They are going to find Asta, but they'll go for the Burrow Strike onto the DK instead. Asta is in the middle of all this, copping way too much damage. He's going to go down. Oh, they found the Tiny. As NGX would love a bit more. They'll try, but they're not going to be able to catch anyone else, it seems. You know, Asta feeling like he needs that AC up to just tank up a little bit. It's all these Meepos and these TBs. Gonna go for their outpost for now, and NGX, they're not gonna move. Or in fact, never mind, they do. They found a Bang on the Bane. It's a nice easy pick off, and well, Bang, he never even gets the Nightmare off.
less than 1k lead now for Neon. NGX has managed to claw their way back up. Roshan only a minute away, and they've got control in the top jungle on NGX's end. Really good position to just force the fight.
Burrow Strike is there. Enryu going to be spotted out. In Your Dream will go for the meta, and he has plenty of damage, but not quite enough to get rid of Enryu with the BKB TP out. Now meta's gone for another 2.5 minutes. Roshan is up in 30, so that might be the opening Neon have been looking for. In fact, they might move in right now. It's still a bit early, as the meta still has half its duration. Neon. Oh, a bit too early to the party. Burrow Strike is there. Nice Nightmare. Asta, he's going to have to try and fight back, as the Fiend's Grip is out from a Bang. They've got Alacrity down already. He'll commit the buyback with the TP back to the outpost as Asta. He is still stunned up. He can't hit anyone. He's going to drop. Oh, boy. Zenryu now will be chased down. They even found the puck here. Alacrity is going to keep tabs with the Scythe device. They've got Avatar mode, and Neon, they just jumped the gun. I don't know why you don't wait for the meta to just wear off first.
Neon could potentially just lose 2 racks. Heck, they might just go for tier 4 if NGX senses that opening.
The top rack's not going to last very long against all these illusions of the TB and all the Meepos. It's going to be another going down.
To Neon, the response is a bit too slow. Not going to be able to make it in time. Secondary life again handed off onto Alacrity.
Neon, again, it does feel like they're the ones who need to start the fights. But it's NGXC who smoke up. At least Neon will have a double damage rune there for Asta that NGXC has not seen yet. But stun is there onto Enryu. It's a nice target to get started on as he'll pop his BKB, but he can't run. The Eye of Skadi slows more than enough. And even with the DD rune available, the Tiny, they are not going to be able to take a fight.
Oh.
In fact, Mizu, great Burrow Strike out. Scythe device is there. Instead of lock him down, Asta, this time, he'll pop his BKB and try to fight, but can he reach In Your Dream? He's still locked down. Look how slow this Tiny moves. He can't even reach John. He can't even reach him. It's just terrible.
Yeah, they call.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's tough. You got Tiny versus TB matchup, just not the best here to deal with that towards the late game. Neon, I mean, they had a good understanding of what they had to do in the early game. They kind of kept Alacrity down. They ensured that the Meepo wasn't a major factor. I'd lean towards NGX a little bit more. I just feel more confident in Your Dream's win condition. It's a melee matchup against TA that gives her pretty good angles to take for the side blades. Pretty nice to line up and get some harassment off.
Joe Cam. Yeah, a bit of an aggressive roll in. Jing, he's going to pay for it. I thought it was a little bit overly aggressive as Joe Cam. Gonna Fairy Fire up, does make it out on the Mars. Avatar mode, just gonna stick around, just trade farm with the TA. That's about all you can do right now. How's our Broodmother going? Seems like Mizu's been having a very rough time in terms of CS here, Jonathan. 4-2 in comparison to the 15-3 of the Drow's top lane. JoeCam does end up going down a second time. But back to my point, Mizu's having an extremely rough time here. In fact, the Bang might go down on the Abaddon if they can land this final bit of damage. He'll try to shield up. Paulson still getting the Shadow Poison stacks, though he is going to be able to get it done.
But that is something that Medusa can gap close fairly well in terms of flash form. So not the roughest time, but Neon is finding some ways to balance out their lanes.
Gonna be a bit of a surround on the Drow. They have disruption up, so Paulson can set up. Mizu should be able to get a bit more damage in. Where's this Abaddon? It's coming, but it's all too late. A Bang, he could not TP in time. That's a kill they desperately needed. Of course, happy to play the slow game because they've got TA Medusa, so they are naturally hoping the game does go quite late. It seems like Neon, they're gonna try and capitalize right now. Roll in, Paulson, he's gonna be alright. He'll go for a disruption, but it's the tier 1 mid tower that they really want on Neon's end of things. And with this exorcism popped, even without a siege creep there, they just do so much damage. They're going to force all of NGXC to try and respond to this. And even then, it may not be enough. They could just keep going. Jing, he'll go for a roll in. They've got Alacrity. Gust is out. It's a great target to try and aim down. Alacrity still going onto a Bang, does find him. Enryu, he'll move in as well on the DP, but they are still unable to kill the TAs. No Asta. He barely ends up getting out. Enryu even getting lucky with a haste rune. He's still going to die though. Alacrity does get him with the trap damage. In now Avatar mode.
They've got to find a way to widen that. They've got to find a way to open up the map more. They can't quite take the mid tier 1, but they are going for a smoke play.
They are. Who they found? It's going to be Enryu. The Purge out, Alacrity. He should have plenty of damage, and he will. No problems for the Templar Assassin, and hell, even a Bang now showing up. They don't have the lockdown for him, but he doesn't have borrowed time, so he might just drop. But no, they don't have enough damage. A Bang barely able to survive through it.
Still, 2-8, 2k lead for NGX. Their aggression is starting to line up a little bit more. And they are getting the farm flowing for In Your Dream and for Alacrity. Avatar mode?
Avatar mode. He's out of remnants. In fact, there's one. Just refreshing in time. Mizu is going to be around to wait.
God.
Oh, I think he might have messed that one up there, John.
You have to appreciate that longer Sleight of Fist gives you time to reposition on top of the Ember, right? Like, he Sleight of Fist, it took him a little bit more to get out. He couldn't walk away, and that gave the chance for Mizu to walk up, use the spawn spider and melt them.
Asta, I mean, he's very far forward. Yeah. He was farming right by the tier 2 tower. I'm just not sure what the idea was.
Good move out on In Your Dream, but he does back off in the nick of time here.
He does. Smoke's still not working out for Neon. They might be able to find a better target. Maybe an Alacrity or Paulson. Paulson, I mean, he's not really a better target, but he's something. To at least break the smoke for the team. He's actually going to buy a lot of time for himself. Pauluson's still not going to go down, but the Sleight of Fist is there. Avatar eventually able to get it done. Yeah, they'll try to roll in, but it's very hard to catch a Broodmama. Especially with the Earth Spirit, not the easiest in the world.
Maybe not an item advantage, but at least item parity with something like, say, the Medusa. And you can handle the Medusa matchup. You're going to have to count on everyone else to handle something like the TA, which is easier said than done, especially with that Blink BKB rush coming through from Alacrity.
This could be a very bad fight if Neon are not careful. They'll try to aim down the Broodmother first, but it has not worked out as the Stone Gaze is there in your dream. And now an arena out from JoeCam. He's got 4 targets in it. They are just going to get wiped. Oh boy. It's a support Mars, but it doesn't matter if he's landing arenas like that, John. There's a tips out from In Your Dream. In fact, everyone tip JoeCam right now.
Almost equal in farm priority. They're within a few hundred gold of each other, and they're still getting that build that they need.
Enryu, he's not backing off in time. JoeCam's got the arena up. It should be a very easy gank onto the Death Prophet. He stuck around a second too late. Trying to go for that creep wave, though. He is healing up quite nicely, but it may not matter in the end. As the perch damage does kick in, they're still going to try onto Mizu. It's still a Broodmother, though. It's not that easy to catch. Mizu, he's out of there. In fact, they're going to go back in. Avatar mode. He gets caught out by JoeCam. Where's the Remnant? He's going to go towards the north, try and escape. They'll keep the fight going. Still trying on a JoeCam, who does finally drop. But they'll end up losing Jing, and they may as well have a Bang down as well. He does go down to the meld strike of Alacrity. All these attempts from Neon, just not good enough.
11k up with TA Dusa. That's just way too much. Scotty's going to be coming out for Indie Dream later on as well.
And Ryu, not again. He's doing his job, but it's just so hard to watch. It really is. He's got to be there.
His team is not willing to group up around the EXO anymore. They need to make some deep moves into lanes to really get some valuable targets with the EXO. Asta?
Asta, not you too. They'll TP immediately. Stonegaze is there. Asta, it's just so much damage. That's a lot of damage this early on from a Medusa. Oh, and Asta just getting caught with his pants down across the map.
There's not much pressure on NGX. They will go for a smoke play though. They still have that fresh BKB on Alacrity on pop. Could look for a nice pick off into that Roche.
Yeah, they're gonna move in again. A bang already being scouted here by Mizu, but Asta, he's the bigger target as Mizu. He's dropping items right in front of a bang right now. He's just buying time. His team's might just make it as Asta. He is gonna get speared up, but no. Oh boy, Jokam. Not able to land at a time as a bang takes the spear for the drow. Very close call.
There's no defensive item up, massive risk. So first Aegis goes the way of NGX. Gonna have that secondary life on Alacrity with a BKB up. The defense of Neon has to be on point. Feels like they're relying on a good kick back here from Jing to isolate one and clean up the rest afterwards.
Well, there's that tier 3 tower. It's not lasting very long as the spear is there and the arena to zone everyone else out. It's a great initiation from Jokam. He's just played that like a fiddle. The bang, both times popped. He has nowhere to go. In Your Dream will take care of it. In fact, give it to Alacrity. Well, they're feeling confident now, NGXC. They know they've got this one in the bag.
And it's just so tough for Neon to stop this. Like, where's their AoE control? Where's their high ground hold? They could try to pop EXO, run forward, and kind of get that.
Trying disruption. It's going to save Jing. He just can't initiate. Now the turnaround's there. And Ryu, he just melts so darn quick. They can't save him. I think Earth Spirit needs a buff, Jonathan. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's not looking the greatest. They will try again, though.
They will. Roll in is there, but Jing, he's just rolled to his death. Again, John, it's what the hero does right now. You know, I hate to say it. Avatar mode. He's going to try and move in and maybe find Jokam, and does do so. Remnant away immediately right after. The GXC now left with one barracks to take. So Asta, he's going to show up without the eye of Skadi. He'll keep the buyback gold instead. Chains around. You've always got Mizu with the Guardian Greaves to keep everyone quite healthy. Jing. Now Jing going on a bit of a solo mission here, John. He has buyback at least.
I think they tried to flank. Enryu is coming in from the rear as well, but doesn't see the opportunity to come in. He will buy back early.
It's still a little bit intimidating. They will go in. Alacrity will be there within Your Dream. Get one rack to be taken. Iron Scotty is now up on the drow. So a bit more damage, a bit more tankability as Asta is going to try. But again, he's just not confident to stand there and just man fight. Not as this drow ranger. The NGX will continue to chip away as a bang. Gets blown up by Alacrity. They'll commit now. Avatar, he's going to try. They've even popped the exorcism, but they've lost Jing already. Enryu, he needs to back towards the fountain. He's just trying to run with the BKB up, just needing to get away. He'll try to kite against the Mars, but they've lost the final native barracks now. Megas are on the way. Avatar mode still being chipped away at by In Your Dream. Well, Asta, he's trying on the Drow Ranger, but it's not enough. GG's call. And NGX SCA, they managed to pull off the victory 2-1 here against Neon.
Yeah, they play a spectacular game. They managed to get the greed working well. Jokam plays amazingly well on that support. Mars, maybe a bit of a slower time in that top lane.